In this lesson, we are going to build a template to make half-drop patterns. So I'm going to create actually a new document. Instead of using the 1000 by 1000, I'm going to use 2000 by 2000. And we can leave everything else. And I'm doing this because it's easier for the calculations, and generally I prefer to have a little bit of a bigger starting point when I'm doing a half-drop pattern. So we need to build our layers. So the first layer, we can call it half-drop, and then we can add another layer which we can call guide, where we're going to put our guide. And then here, of course, we need the sub layer, which will be the, what you call it, bounding box. And then we're going to have another sub layer, which can be our background. And then again, we need to create the rectangles. So M on your keyboard, and this time will be 2000 by 2000. Make sure it's no fill and no stroke, and that is centered. And actually I can make a copy, so Ctrl C, and then go on the background layer. This one I will locate. Go on the background layer, Ctrl V, and so we have the other rectangle, no fill and no stroke, and we can lock it as well. And then we can add a new layer, which we can call swatch box. And in here, we can have a new rectangle, 1000 by 500, which we can use for the pattern, so to make the pattern. So it doesn't really matter where you position this. And this one, for the moment, we can lock it and make it invisible. And of course, we need our guide, which is going to be a square 500 by 500. And we can position this sort of around here. I think it's a good place around there. Okay, now we need to turn this into a guide. So view, guides, and make guides. And then it's turned into this little, like a light blue color. And we can lock it. So now we can't move it accidentally. So if we go into the half-drop layer and we just make a mark here, just anything, doesn't matter. And we need to have it selected as usual. We go to Effect, Distort and Transform to apply our first transformation. So first thing, we're going to have 500 here. So we will move the mark vertically. And we need 4 copies. So we make 4 copies in total up to the end of the artboard. Then we go again to Effect, Distort and Transform, and we apply a new effect. And we need to move this now horizontally 500. And because it's a half drop, we need to move it down half the amount of the 500, so minus 250. Sorry, I meant to say up. And we need 1 copy. Oops, not in there. in here. So that makes a copy. And then with everything still selected, we go back to Effect, Distort and Transform, and we apply a new effect. And we need to move it horizontally 1000. So we bring everything to the end of the artboard, and we can make 2 copies. So we fill the artboard this way, and then we need to apply one last effect. So if we put minus 500 here and minus 250 here, it will basically bring it, center it in the artboard and give you that half drop effect. And we don't need any copy in this case. All right, we can delete this and we can try it. So let's see. Let's do something like that. So abstract art, but you can see that is giving you the half drop effect. So you can have a little flower and then something like that. I'm still drawing with my mouse, so please ignore the art here. It's really very abstract, I would say, but you can have little decorations. You can sort of fill the whole artboard, and you will still get the half drop effect. So this is another fun pattern that you can use. All right, I'll see you in the next video.